you dirty bitch. What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Let's talk about it. This is The Handmaid's Tale, Season 3, Episode 5. Listen, June thought she had a friend child, but you know, Serena didn't do nothing but did everything, the same thing she been doing, girl, for these past 3 seasons. A backstabbing ass hoe. We are tired of you, Serena. Somebody needs to kill you, and that's why we don't ever feel sorry for you. So let's go ahead and get into it. We start with Luke and baby at the rally, and we get the inner monologue like we do every episode. And June is saying that, you know, the baby's out, the baby is safe. She's with Luke. She's happy about that, and she's kind of praying to herself while she's at the grocery store. She's talking about how she don't think this was a miracle because she did it herself, or they did it. You know, we did it ourselves. She said it's the only dream for a handmaid to have a baby that's free, and the ladies are offering her grace instead of being jealous of her. They could be jealous of her or mad at her because of what she did, but instead they offer her grace. Then she starts thinking about Luke and how much she misses him and loves him, and talks about how she wants to be held and touched. But you don't die from lack of sex, you die from lack of love. She's walking with Off Matthew, and Off Matthew says something stupid, y'all. You know I don't like her. Okay, she says something stupid like, you know, I'm glad your baby is safe and your husband, and I know you would never marry nobody who would kidnap no baby child. Hope he bring the baby back. All type of stupid shit. And finally, June turns around and tells her to bite me. I was like, girl, you better say that. I look so sleepy, y'all, and tired. But I'm not about to put on my makeup. I'm not doing it. We're gonna continue on. At home, Joseph is trying to get back with his wife. His wife's name is Serena. So she do something with her hair. He kind of compliments her, and she's really kind of cold towards him. You can tell that she's not down for the, you know, the fact that he done created this whole system or helped create this whole system, and she don't really love him like she used to. They got some problems going on in the family. June is standing by. She notices this, and as the wife leaves, he tells her, no, girl, no, whatever you about to ask me, girl, hell no. And she's like, I just want to know, is my husband safe? Is he in danger? And he's like, well, you know, does he check his blood pressure? Does he? I mean, yeah. I was like, really? We ain't got to go through all this. She's like, you know what I mean? Is he safe? Do you think they're going to try to get him? And he's like, we're all in danger. So he's not going to give her a straight answer, y'all. We have clearly seen this man is really like like something is off with him. He wants to help the people, some people he don't care about, and it clearly see like him and June just don't get along. I don't know. He's warming up to her a little bit, it looks like, but not that much. Serena and Martha talk about the baby as Serena is waiting outside some type of council meeting they're having about trying to get Nicole back, or Nicole, you know, the whole situation. So Waterford comes out and gets Serena, which is, you know, out of the ordinary, because normally women would not be included in these types of meetings. But Serena is invited into what she's like... She act like, you know what I'm saying, she ain't never been in a room full of men before. Anyway, she sits at the table. As she's walking to the table, they threw out some facts for us. There's no extradition treaty between America and Canada at this time, so they cannot get the baby back. They don't have no way to get the baby back. Number 2, they have petitioned Canada for the return of the baby, to which some of the men are like, you know, well, you just gonna ask nicely, or are we gonna go get this damn baby? I mean, what's good? So Serena wants to know about Luke and, you know, who's taking care of the baby, and they tell her all about him, what he did before, what he does now. He and the baby, all about the baby. She has her up-to-date shots. She's this, she's that. She has a tooth, and you know, this seems to just enamor Serena so much. She wants to know if is he a man of faith? And no, he's not a man of faith. But he did baptize his first child. So they tell her they're gonna do whatever it takes to bring her baby back. And when they all leave, Waterford turns to her and is like, well, I thought this is what you wanted. And Serena's just like, I just wants to be with her, and I want this to be over with. Soldiers come in the room to get June. She doesn't know what's going on. She gets pulled into her office, and they ask her to call her husband. Basically, they say they want her to call her husband because they want to meet with the baby. The Waterfords want to meet and see the baby and tell the baby goodbye one last time. To which June is like, hell no, I'm not about to do that. After she refuses, Joseph and Waterford exit the room, and her and Serena talk, and Serena pretty much begs her to do it. She says nobody's going to be in any type of harm. She just wants to see the baby one last time and tell her goodbye. And June finally says, well, okay, if I do this for you, what are you going to do for me? And she tells her, I'll do whatever you want, or what do you want? And she says, I want you to owe me. So I felt like June, this was a poor decision for June. She shouldn't have did that shit, because now you done opened a whole nother can of worms. I would have said no and took whatever consequences that would have come to me, because if they really want that baby, I mean, I don't know. I guess they could have tortured her or whatever, but June be doing stupid shit. Like, she needs to stop trusting Serena. I'm sorry, because Serena is not to be trusted. So they bring her on in the room and she calls Luke, to which Luke don't answer the phone the first time, but the second time he does answer, and she's very calm and he's very emotional. He's, of course, to which he should be. He's asking her a whole lot of questions, and she's kind of like, listen, I don't have a lot of time. I need you to meet the Waterfords at the airport this time tomorrow. He's like, you're not gonna be there, and and he tells her, okay, well, I will meet them, but just her, not him. So that he just wants to meet Serena. He do not want to meet the colonel or the commander Waterford. When they hang up the phone, I thought it was interesting how he broke down and cried. He is able to express his emotions right freely. He kind of broke down and cried and had a moment, and she was offered a tissue by Joseph, but she refused to take the tissue. And it was interesting to see her walk back to her room and how like sick and demented this has to be and how horrible she feels. It seems to really affect her that she has definitely now possibly put her child and her husband in danger. So it was like, in one way, I'm sure she was elated to hear his voice because she hadn't talked to him in, years. But in another way, it's like, damn, now they could be coming after him. Could they be lying? And instead of crying, she goes into herself even more. She stands there and she sucks it all up, and she goes even more into herself. It's almost like everything they do to her that's really messed up, it sort of feeds her, and feeds her and helps her become stronger instead of breaking her down, which it did season 1. We see Luke talking to Myra, telling her, I think it's Myra, right? Telling her what happened, and when he talked to June and she sounded like herself, and he said he's going to go. June is silent. She's kind of pondering and thinking about what just happened, and she's talking to Sienna, and Sienna's kind of comforting her, telling her, well, at least your love got through. Back in the day, my husband, he used to make mixtapes for me. He used to curate mixtapes for me, and we got some in the basement. And she's like, well, do you still listen to the tapes? And she's like, no, I don't listen to them anymore. I miss the man who made them. And June kind of gives her a bit of advice to hold on to whatever sliver that she has of Joseph before he turned into whoever he is now, okay? Because, child, we don't even know, child, okay? Sienna seems to take that with her, because it was poignant. If you ain't got nothing else, bitch, you better hold on to that little, because, girl, if y'all, ain't no life for you without him, so not in this world. So hold on to what you got. Try to make it work is what she's saying. She then goes to the basement and starts listening to the tapes, to which we hear the Bee Gees, and I was getting my life, okay? So Serena is at her mother's house. She's getting ready to get on the plane, and her Martha comes in while Serena is putting together a package, and she bought the baby a necklace or some type of, I think it's a necklace or something like that. And it says, for this child I pray. The Martha tells her it was beautiful, and she kind of, like the Martha, she missed the baby, so she like, kiss the baby for me, it's gonna be great for you to see her, so she is kind of like fueling Serena a little bit, it's just like Serena like, baby, that baby is about to boil over, and Serena lose her mind behind the damn baby. The Martha also gives her another package. She said it arrived today, and it didn't have a name on it, so she's assuming like this package she gives to Serena to give to Luke. Serena boards the plane, and she seems very happy to be going to see her baby. She looked up, she feeling all great about the whole situation and everything. So she arrives at the airport, and she is met by, if you remember this man from season 2, if I'm not mistaken, she met him at a bar. You remember she was smoking that cigarette, and they kind of talked and flirted around for a little bit, and he was like, listen, girl, you come back to America, with me, B. Okay? You can come back over here with me. And he was like, you remember me? They have a little banter back and forth. And he says that, okay, we're going to go into the airport. You're going to change your clothes there. And she's like, change your clothes. And he's like, yeah, Luke wanted a more public meeting place, so we decided to give you some clothes so that you can blend in easily, right? Because somebody probably would jump on her and beat her ass if they, saw her at the airport with her outfit on, because she represent Gilead, bitch. You would have got your ass beat, okay? At the airport. They arrive at the airport. Serena goes in. She's dressed up, in her normal, regular, everyday clothes, and she is met by Luke, who is waiting for her with the baby. When she sees the baby, it take her a minute to get herself together, and she goes over to Luke, and Luke is very standoffish, where he don't want to talk to her, but he eventually lets the ambassador guy, he tells him to go, and they talk privately. So Serena it's an awkward conversation, overall in general, and she thanks him and for taking care of the baby, and he asks her about June. Where is she? Who is she with? How is she? And he's like, she's okay. She's perfectly fine. And he's like, you're lying. She's not okay. She's not safe. And she's not perfectly fine. And so Serena relents and tells him, okay, he is with Joseph, what is his name? Joseph Lawrence. So she did give up a little bit of information about where she is. Then Luke asks her, what does she want from this visit? And she says she just wants to see her daughter for the last time. And he's like, bitch, it's not your daughter. It ain't your daughter. And it's cut her like a knife, okay? A sharp knife, baby. She's like, I mean, I know, it's your baby. I want to see your baby. But, biology, it doesn't matter. And I have this gift for her. And I just hope that, one day you can talk to her. And he was like, girl, you are not the baby's mama. This baby gonna know exactly where she came from and how hard her mother, okay, worked to make her free and have a better life. Bitch, she not gonna be nothing to you. The whole time the scene was going on, I said, I don't understand how Serena is so geeked about a baby that's not yours. What I don't understand about this whole situation fundamentally is that if you kidnap somebody, steal their child from them, rape them once a month, she finally get pregnant, not from the rape, but assuming, they assuming she got pregnant from a rape. And then she sends her child away from somewhere. My thing is, in your word, it would be different if she joined the religion. You know what I mean? Like if June was like, I want to be part of your religion. I want to be a handmaid and have babies for people. That would have been different. But they kidnapped her. So you can't say somebody kidnapped your baby. Well, bitch, first of all, it ain't your baby or your husband baby. This baby have no relation to neither one of y'all. And y'all stole the mama. And you kidnapped her child from her. So I'm sorry. I don't even see how this makes sense, but we gonna keep on going on. He said she not gonna be nothing to you, girl. So you know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you. This when Serena turns into Serena that we know and fucking hate, okay? She started talking about I protected your wife and know that I did this and know that I did that. Basically saying, bitch, don't talk to me crazy because I could have told on your wife if I wanted to, okay? But I didn't. And he was like, girl, what? Huh? What you said? And right then the ambassador was like, huh, girl, what you said, huh? Huh? What you say, girl? What you say? Say it one more time. He kind of breaks it up, and Luke takes, Luke walks over, and then she gets to hold the baby. And for the whole time, I'm screaming, don't you give her that baby. That bitch gonna run. Serena the type of hoe look like she'll kill a baby before she let somebody else raise the baby, child. I don't know, child. I'm side-eyeing Serena. After it's all over with, the ambassador is walking her back to the plane, and he like, hey, girl, you ain't got to get on that plane if you don't want to. You know what I mean? You can just stay here. We can make it do what it do. Like, I only have one home. I need to get back to my home. And she goes into the room, and she break down and crying and start. I mean, you'd have thought this bitch went through 36 hours of labor with this damn baby. You'd have thought, child, you'd have thought they not out here raping people. Listen, I just don't understand, y'all. Make it make sense for me, beloved. I don't understand, beloved. But she throwing shit, knocking over chairs, kicking walls and throwing papers and shit, having a damn temper tantrum about this baby, child. I didn't see when she gave Luke the package at the airport, but apparently she gave him this package that she got from the Martha while they was at the airport. I missed that whole thing. So she gets back on the plane, and there's another package that's in her bag that I'm generally confused about, okay? Because is this the package that Martha gave her? Is this the package I don't understand. Is this another package? Because it looked like letters that said, if you need me on the top of it. So is this like the letters like, June was getting in season 2? Or is this something else? Like, somebody explain it to me in the comments because I didn't get that whole thing. But the point is, she opened it up and she was trying to avoid, the guard that was on the plane with her. But, because I guess it's something that she has to read. Okay, that's what I'm guessing, that she's trying to hide the fact that she's reading from the guard. But somebody make it make sense for me because I didn't get that whole connection right there. Somebody let me know, okay? So we back at Joseph's house. June walks by and she sees that Joseph is starting playing the tape. Okay, the BG song came on and his wife came and sat down next to him and she kind of smiles to herself. These are small joys I'm guessing she's trying to pull out of this horrific ass experience. She's trying to pull out little joys and little moments of brightness, you know, trying to help him fix. Maybe him fixing his marriage will help fix his damn self, his attitude, bitch. Okay, maybe him getting some pussy and fix his attitude. Serena gets back and she talks to Waterford. She gets off the plane and she's just a basket case. She says she saw the baby and now it's over. And he hugs her and he tells her it don't have to be over. And I was like, here we go with this bullshit. I already knew. You can't just let stuff just be. Here you go with the bullshit. Back at the grocery store, and Matthew is with June. June tells her she's ready to go. And then Matthew kind of pauses for a moment. And she tells her that she's sorry for snapping on her early. She haven't been herself. She is late. And this scene really for me was just like a moment to realize that even though I don't like Matthew and I can't stand her, she low-key is a product of her environment because she looked like she's a bit younger than June, so she may have been gotten at an earlier age and been more indoctrinated in it, and it just seems like she's deluding herself. Or like, you know, this is the way it's supposed to be, and you know, and this will be her 4th baby, y'all. She said she had 3 babies. This is her 4th time being pregnant. So her standing up there, it really made me feel sorry for her because it's like, damn, you done gave away 3 babies. You about to have to give away another baby. And I think this is all hitting her just like it was hitting us. Like, damn, I don't like her, but she got to tell herself this to keep having all these babies and giving them away. This is another child that she's having that she has to give away. So I felt bad for her in that moment. I'm not going to lie, even though I can't stand the bitch, okay? They make a little more small talk and she tells her that she's glad Nicole is safe and that her husband is safe. So you can kind of see that Matthew is like, damn, I wish my baby could be free like your baby, you know, or I could be free like your baby. So it seemed like we seeing a little light from Matthew this episode. So while they're in the grocery, an officer comes to pick up June. They put her in the back of a van, and as we know, when you get put in the back of a van, we don't know where the hell you're gonna end up. Luke is walking along a bridge. He has received the package, and he opens it up, and it's a mixtape. He puts it in his little Walkman, and he starts to play the tape, and the same BG song keeps coming on, and then we hear it breaks into it, and Serena is telling her story. She's talking about, and this tape is pivotally important. And I'm going to tell y'all why at the end of this, okay? That's happening. At the same time, June is getting brought into an area. It looks like a set, some type of TV set. And she's like, what the hell is going on? And Aunt Lydia tell her, don't do no funny shit, girl. We're going to throw your ass in the gallows. It is the gallows, okay? They going to send her ass to the gallows. So don't try it. And what's happening right now is Luke is listening to her tell her story, telling him she's not the same woman. She's ashamed that basically she fell in love and had a baby with somebody else. The baby was not made out of rape. It was made from love. And, you know, if she understands if he needs more than, you know, if he need a woman, basically, that's what she's saying. If you need love, like, go and get it. I don't want you to be pining and waiting and crying about me for the rest of your life or whatever. And she kind of goes into that little story and tells him she loves him and tells him that she's trying to get to Hannah. So at the same time, he's hearing her truth, and then he's seeing what's on television. When he gets home with the baby, Myra comes in, and basically the Waterfords have put together this kind of press conference or this plea to the entire world, making a video saying that they want the baby back and they pleading with the world and they miss the baby so much and their baby has been kidnapped, and they got her standing in the back like she in solidarity with the rest of them. Obviously, the look on June's face is like, what the absolute hell is going on? She asks Serena, what is going on? What is going on? And Serena won't even look at her. So Serena done went baby crazy again behind a baby that ain't hers. Like her mama said, you gave the baby away. Now you want the baby back. Child, this got to be the most childish ass shit. Like, I cannot with Serena. Girl, what the hell? Girl. Dirty bitch, Serena. You a dirty bitch. Here's my theory. This baby is gonna be pivotal. It's gonna bring up a national conversation. Should they send the baby back? Should they give the baby there? I saw the preview for next week. They're gonna be making several videos where they're praying, I guess, and, you know, trying to get people to send the baby back or trying to get people to feel sorry for them. But see, the fact that June has figured out how to communicate with people through another method. They can actually hear her voice and she can tell her story. That's facts. That's on tape. It's on tape when she said his father is not Mr. Waterford. His father is Nick. His father is a driver. The baby was made out of love. She can tell them everything that they doing to them. She can say all this. So no matter, and that's going to be, and you know, if he can release that to the media, then it's going to be a big contention about them giving that baby back. And I think that is going to work the opposite way that Serena and the Waterfords think this is going to work. It's going to work the exact opposite. Or even if it doesn't work the opposite, there's still going to be a number of people who are going to be very upset about the fact that you stole this lady from her life. You stole her baby from her. You raped her once a month, and this type of stuff is going on. And I think they're going to dismantle, because I don't think the Handmaid's Tale is going to go on forever. They still dealing with source material, because I did say they was out of source material last week, but they're not exactly out of the source material. They're using tidbits now, okay? So the whole mixtape thing, that's in the book. The Handmaid's Tales that's how they found them. They found them on old tapes. That's in the book. So, but it is more cinematic. So I do think we're going to get to a place where the tables will turn and things will flip around. And I think that's going to take Nicole. It's going to take a big clash, you know, and conflict. And maybe like in 2 seasons, you know, June will be on top and Serena and them going to be on the bottom. So I think that something, but that baby in that tape, and the fact that he knows facts. Okay, he knows facts about this child now, is going to be pivotal to the rest of the season. So overall, I thought this episode was really good. Let me know what you thought about the episode down in the comments. If you want to follow me on social media, you can at Watch Dawn of A on Instagram, on Snapchat, and on Instagram, Snapchat. I think that's it. Instagram and Snapchat. So, hello to all my new subscribers. How y'all doing? You go ahead and subscribe if you a new viewer. You been here the whole time, baby. Go ahead and subscribe, all right? All right, I'll holler at y'all next week. Peace.